Despite Slovenia's small size, it has extremely important geolocation from a transportation point of view. It is located at the junction of the Baltic-Adriatic transport corridor and the Mediterranean corridor, thus forming an important transport arm in transit traffic. In addition to being an important road and railway hub, Slovenia is also important for maritime transport. Location and role of the port of Koper is important for the functioning of international supply chains, especially in connecting the Asian market with the market of Central and Southeast Europe. 3 railway freight terminals in Slovenia are under operation, which doesn't include the port of Koper. These are Ljubljana, Celje and Maribor, where containers can be transshipped. Bottlenecks in intermodal transport are a limiting factor that obstructs road, rail or sea transport performance. It is not defined as just an infrastructural limitation, but it can also be administrative, operative, legal. In most cases, infrastructural elements pose the main limitations in organizing clean intermodal transport chains. These limitations represent bottlenecks in ports, intermodal terminals, rail, road networks, and sea channels. Slovenia actively participates in project MultiAPPRO, also with identifying and collecting bottlenecks. The collection of data on bottlenecks in intermodal transport was very welcome, as stakeholders were able to give their views on the difficulties in the efficient organization of intermodal transport. Much information has been gathered to be included in the following bottleneck elimination activities. It is very appropriate to periodically review open bottlenecks and how stakeholders experience them in their day-to-day operational work. The bottleneck collection was very useful for further analysis of bottlenecks. Identifying and collecting bottlenecks. Stakeholders point out the bottleneck of the single line from the port of Koper to Divača and the capacity of the line from Divača to Ljubljana is presently the major bottleneck hindering the transit flow of development. Railway connections to Austria are also highlighted, where train sets have to go through the station in Ljubljana. And then only the single-track connection Ljubljana-Kranje-Senice is used. A similar bottleneck is a single-track line between Maribor and Šentilj towards the Austrian border. There are also bottlenecks in the port of Koper, which limit access to the largest container ships. These are the depth of the sea channel, the depth at the berth, the length of the container terminal operational shore, and the container storage area capacity for full containers. Stakeholders also point out the importance of bottlenecks in the exchange of data about the exact arrival of train sets, especially in Port of Koper. In connection with sea-river transport in Slovenia, stakeholders interesting point out the untapped potential of river waterways on the Sava River. We find out that there were very useful informations within intermodal transport network meetings, especially information about how other countries resolve their problems connected to intermodal transport, and information of their historical cases about investment in the port infrastructure, which result in successful intermodal transport.